When the action heats up, it's important to be comfortable with these controls. When you're ready to move on, click the Next button. Select the resource collector, focus on it, and zoom in until you're reasonably close. This is the ship's health bar. It indicates the ship is selected. If the ship gets damaged, the green bar will shrink and change color. Click Next to continue. When selected, a ship's functions are accessible through its right-click menu. Right-click on the resource collector to bring up this menu. Begin harvesting by left-clicking on Harvest in the menu. The resource collector will now find the nearest resources to harvest. Note that you can still rotate and zoom the camera while it moves. Click Next to continue. To move on to the next lesson, select and focus on the research ship. To help you find it, I have drawn a pointer to it.
Standing by.
Lesson 4, Researching Technology. Click Next to begin. This is a research ship. The more you have of these, the faster you can research. To access the Research Manager, bring up the taskbar by moving your cursor to the bottom of the screen. This button brings up the Research Manager. Left-click on it now. Welcome to the Research Manager. Here you can research technology which will make new ship types available for construction. Click Next to continue. This window is the Technology List window. Here you select the technologies to research. Click Next to continue. The green dot indicates that capital ship drive technology has already been researched. Click Next to continue. Left-click on the capital ship chassis technology to select it. Left-click on the Research button. Notice that the technology has a progress bar. This indicates how much research has been done. Click Next to continue. Left-click on the Close button to exit the Research Manager. Lesson 5, Moving Ships. Click Next to... Now it's time to move your 10 scouts. Zoom out and select them all.
Reporting.
Focus on the scouts. Now rotate the camera so we're looking straight down on the scouts. Lastly, zoom out as far as you can. This gives us a nice view for moving the ships. Right-click on one of the scouts to bring up its menu. Select the Move option from the menu. This is the movement disk. Left-click anywhere on the screen to move the scouts there.
Understood.
Moving ships is very important, so let's try it again. Click Next to continue. As a shortcut, bring up the movement disk by pressing the M key. This time, rotate and zoom the camera before issuing the Move command. Now let's try some 3D movement. Bring up the movement disk again. Hold the Shift key and drag the mouse up or down to change the height of your destination point. When you have found an acceptable height, release the Shift key. Now the height of the destination is fixed. Drag the mouse to move the destination cursor at this level. Left-click to move the scouts in 3D. Nice work. Take some time to practice horizontal and vertical movement. When you feel comfortable with these controls, click Next. Lesson 6, the Sensors Manager. Click Next to begin. The Sensors Manager is Homeworld's large-scale map. To access it, first bring up the task. Left-click on this button to enter the Sensors Manager. Welcome to the Sensors Manager. From here you can get an overview of your surroundings and move your ships long distances. Notice that you can still rotate and zoom the camera. Click the Next button to continue. This is your mothership. The green points represent your ships. Capital ship The red points represent enemy ships. The large brown points represent harvestable resources. The small brown points represent space dust that cannot be collected. Left-click on any of your ships to exit the Sensors Manager and move the camera to that position. In this way, you can cover large distances quickly. Use the taskbar or press space to get back into the Sensors Manager. Selected ships are displayed as flashing points in the Sensors Manager. Click Next to continue. The Sensors Manager allows you to move ships in the same way you do normally. Press M to bring up the movement disk and set a destination. Focusing also works normally in the Sensors Manager. Press F or click the middle mouse button to focus on the selected ships. You've learned a lot. Practice moving your scouts and using the Sensors Manager. When you are ready, focus on the scouts and click Next. Lesson 7. Formations. Click Next to begin. Right-click on the scouts